You got it facing the wrong way.
Do
Hey, Chloe.
I sure do. Hello, Chloe.
Chloe, I have a horse trailer on the property. It's not a nice one, but it's a horse trailer. Hey, Carlo.
See,
And Chris.
Chris says good evening. Carlos says hello, Pops. Or what's up, Pops? Good evening, everybody. Chloe says, really? Crazy. Yeah, we putting 5 tires on it.
Well, 4 tires and a spare.
He's putting 5 tires. Why did they need tires?
I ain't got no tires
Ain't got
on it.
no tire on it. Ain't got no gas in it either. Don't play gas. Keep fighting it. We're gonna fill it full of gas and light it. Go with,
All I gotta do is put the
Chloe
damn things
says-
back on now.
oh,
Oh.
that's awesome. 6 people, 8 likes. That's cool.
And Maria's
I ain't changed that. You wanna fix it?
What?
I'm about to.
We'll try it without it.
All right. Maria said, Randy's, hello. Rosie says, warm greetings from Lapland, Sweden. Just wanted to stop and wish you the best. Awesome. Look, we do have a world map. We will put a pin in for you. Thank you for stopping in.
I'll find that man.
Maria says, I have a holiday tomorrow. Awesome.
Didn't you just have a holiday?
She says that don't. I can't think of what I was going to say now. You'll ask why I have a holiday every day. Hey.
No, I would never ask.
She said don't limit her to her holidays. Daryl said hello.
Hello, Daryl.
Charles sent thumbs up for 10 joules. Thank you, Charles.
Let me go get Timu ready.
Carlos says, well, Chloe Captain, I'll be damned. Let's see. Mel says, where are you from? We are in Denton, North Carolina. Med says, yo, what's up? What's good, Unc? Oh, not the weather, because the weather sucks, I tell you. Daryl sent 100 for 2 joules. Thank you. Maria says, because our government gives us holidays because it was raining all day. Oh, really? That's cool. Carlos says, what's up, Mac? Mark says, how you doing? Doing great. Hope you are. Daryl says, big. Zenith says, I just know these guys loaded up their racing trucks during the purge. Yeah. Mel says, I love you, USA. Awesome. Where are you from? Mel, we got a world map. We put a pin in for you. Let's see. Dinosaur said, hi, I dare you to chug that Dr. Pepper. Nope, I got my Pepsi right here. I don't drink the Dr. Pepper. That's my son's. Mark said, what's this room? This is our upper office and this is our tire shop that we do after work. And this is our top office. Let's see, Mel says, I'm from Turkey, bro. All right, I will tell him when he comes back, we'll put a pin in for you. Maria says, I wonder what they would do if it was snowing instead of raining. I think they'd have to holiday until the rest of the winter. There you go. Fred said, the type of accent that makes you want to hook up with your brother-in-law's wife. There you go. Mark says, fair enough. Mark said, Dinosaur said, chug that, I dare you. I like to enjoy it. I'll drink it all during the live here. We usually do this live for about 2 hours. Let's see, Maria said, Turkey is beside us. Awesome. Mel says, I'm little speak English. Okay. that's fine. We have people all over the world, as you can see. We will show you when he comes back. I'll show you the map. We got people everywhere in here. See, Miss Matthews says identify as a gender fluid and primary here. I use pronouns if you mindful and use nope, not on this live. If you want us to use, we don't use the pronouns. You're in the wrong live if you're wanting us to. We respect you, but we're going to use our pronouns that we use, regular ones. Sag said amen. Miss Matthews said so. How are you doing? I'm doing awesome, and I hope you are. Rumpel said hello, pops. Sag Nanny said yes. Voila, something like that. Raffy said, yo, what's up, dude? Still wanna oil you up? Oh man, let's don't get on this crazy stuff. I really don't want to change it. I forgot to put it on subscriber mode, so let's don't push it, all right? Little Witty says, poop your pants, Grandpa. Not in a while. I haven't. Rumpel said, big boy, hello. Daryl says, are we sub tonight? I forgot to put it on, Daryl. If this keeps on, if it starts getting bad, I'll switch it. Mel says, I will learn English and move to America. Come on, as long as you do it legally, you're welcome here. Maria said, is that Pepsi behind you? Well, yes, it is, but mine's here in the cup. Rumpel said, Metal Arts, hello. Maria says, I'm freezing. Daryl said, it's been cold here today, too. Daryl says, Rumpel. Carlos says, sup, Rumpel. Dinosaur said, do you like Scotland? I've never been, but I tell you what, don't think, I'll put a pin in when you come back. I mean, when Randy comes back, we got to do Turkey and Scotland. I don't know what he's out there doing. Sound like it's air leaking. I hope he's not working on something. Let's see. Little Witty said, slippery, sneaky snakes. Maria said, that's too many drinks on the desk. Be honest with you, Maria, the Pepsi is old. I put it up there the other day in case you come in live to see if you say something that needs to be thrown away. The Cheerwine's empty and the Mountain Dew Randy's drinking on. It just hasn't been thrown away. Let's see. Ethan says, what's up, Pops? If you could ask God one question, what it looks like for you, what would it be? Do I make it? Hey, we need to put one for Turkey and one for Scotland. Probably. Do I make it what I'm wanting to do here? Maria says, I think he feels comfortable if there's too many Pepsis around. You got, it's got a thumbs up pointing. Raffy said, see you next week at the clan meeting. Probably not, but okay. Let's see. Rumpel said some are real wild messages. Yeah, well, like I said, a little bit more, and I'll change it. I'm
It's already that bad.
Well, it's starting to. I mean, only Daryl just deleted one. I don't know what it said, but if it gets too much more, we will. I forgot to put it on. I'm sorry. Let's see. John said, "Don't trust people who drink Pepsis."
Okay.
I don't trust people that don't. Maria said, yeah, I don't trust them too. Maria says, people who drink Pepsis and wear orange have cars are very good people. Dinosaurs, we just went to the World Cup. We have not been at it for 28 years. Well,
Speaking of Turkey,
awesome.
did you know that Turkey played Iraq?
No,
in
you're not.
Not American football?
Daryl says, going to go smoke. Be right back. All right. Rumpel says, hello, Randy Jr. Baby says, oh, shit. Goldsberg says, my grandma is addicted to... Here you go. If you would. Show them the world map and then switch that, please. If y'all going to talk like that, I'm going to switch it over to subscriber mode. I'm not having all this mess tonight. I forgot to do it. Baby says, I'm about to bust. Let's see. See, whatever says do, you know.
We're gonna do
I
5
never eat.
minutes.
Jane says, huh?
We're gonna do 5 minutes.
Jane says, hi, Pops. Jane says, hi, R3. Gabe Boners, let's see. I don't know.
Here, pull this.
Don't know if you should have done 5, but we'll try it.
If it don't work, we'll do 1.
We're just shooting for, let's see. Maria says,
Who wears orange?
what
You're
kind,
not all the way down.
huh?
You're not all the way down.
I know. I got it stopped right now so I don't get behind. What kind sure you want to name one of your kids Pepsi, but you couldn't for some reason? Nah. Rumpel says, Jane, hello. Lou says, hey, Google. You about got me. Jonathan said, bald man. Jane, Carlos said, hi, Jane. Maria says, what'd you say, R3? Who, what?
I didn't say anything.
Maria
I just
said,
said that Turkey and Iraq played in a football game.
What the what? Hey, somebody changed their picture to a cat with a Santa hat. Let's see. Rumpel said, I'm still in this chat? Question mark. Yeah, did I miss you?
No, he was wondering what the subscriber only was.
Oh, okay.
You're a subscriber. You're good.
Yeah, Jane said, hi, Rumpel. Rumpel says, oh, yeah, there I am. Jane says, hi, Carlo. Olivia says, damn it, so close, yet so far away. Just about got it. Jane said, hi, Maria. Maria said, yeah, that's my pick, a cat with a Santa hat. Jane says, hi, Olivia. Olivia says, hi, Jane.
Just so y'all know, I got another car today.
Yes, one of the projects worked out. We are officially have another project now, and I'm going to pick up another project Friday.
Traded labor for it.
I wouldn't tell everybody what we done. They may
I traded labor for it.
say, you doing some side trading. Olivia says, hey, Snoogle, is Randy bald?
Yeah, she meant to say good.
Yep. Jane said, Maria, you reused some cats I have. What? That ain't reuse. Resemble some cats I have. There you go, yeah. Maria says, I think it's an old match because if Iraq played against Turkey, I'd be the first one who would know about it.
Okay.
Rumpel says, new project? Awesome. Which car is it?
It is a 2006 Nissan Xterra.
Xterra.
Now, whenever you were saying work on an Xterra, I about said, hell no, I done had my experience working on them dang things.
One of the first guys that come in here that bit us in the butt that really we worked on his. But anyway, Three Wheeler said, what's up? Olivia said, hey, Randy's bald. Rumpel said, Three Wheeler, hello. Jane says, hey, Max. Three Wheeler said, hi, Rumpel, James. Joe said, okay, something was not right. What's that? Jane said, Nissan burnout, you know us too well.
Hey, it's four-wheel drive, but we'll figure it out.
But I don't know if it's got to be, I don't know if it's full-time four-wheel drive or not, but hey.
It is the 4-liter. I said in yesterday's briefing that it was the turbo or supercharged 3.3.
But it's not.
It is just the regular 4.0 V6 and a 06.
But I do have some ideas, but we may take some fenders off of it and make it a rock crawler and try to sell it. I don't know yet.
That's not really what my plan was. My plan was, who would want to see a 4-liter in a Nissan 720?
Yeah, I thought about that too. Let's see. Jane said Nissan burnout. Joe said hi, hello. Joe Bird said, hey guys. Jane said hi, Joe. Joe Bird said, hey Pops. Hello, Joe Bird. Three Wheeler said, Joe. Olivia says, damn it, I'm trying very hard. She's trying her best to trip me up. Joe Bird said, hey Jane, hey there. Hey, Three Wheeler. Rumpel said, so Black Betty is going to be a lucky giveaway? Question mark.
Oh no. Hell no.
Mary says, we kicked out the last match after we played with Argentina. What? Hey, said that and lost. We can't play football for a while until the end of the Olympics.
We kicked out the last match we played Algeria.
Algeria. Let's see. Jane said, Joe, what's not right? Joe Burr said, the chat bar said you have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes, and I meant it's okay. Well, we've been doing it. We've been doing it for a minute, and I
we
forgot to
gave
do
them
it
an
tonight.
inch, and they took them out.
I forgot to do it, and it started getting crazy right off the bat. So I just went ahead and switched it.
But Joe has been subbed here for 5 months.
Yes,
So he's good.
yes, you are good. Thank you. And if we're not subbed back to anybody, let us know, because I go through it every day, and if it don't show me that people subbed, I can't sub back. But if we are not subbed to anybody that's in our chat, let me know, and I will go sub to them right then. Jane said, Joe, you've been subbed here? Yeah, he has. 17 people, 19 thumbs up. Joe Burr said, yeah, I know Jane. Olivia said, hell no. She ain't letting little Randy get rid of her. If he does, I'm stealing her back. Maria says, my sibling cried. Football is something we really care about as Iraqis. We care about this sport. And chickens. Olivia's all happy faced. Jane said, Joe, did anyone help you answer your question about your car? Question mark. Rumpel said, yeah, it's good that sometimes, because some people just want to watch the world burn for no reason. Exactly. They like to cause trouble. And I can't stand that mess. I'm trying to have a good, sensible life here where everybody can enjoy it. Joe Bird said the Malibu or the small block? He says, I'm trying to learn English to better understand Americans. And there are some really nice people there. Yes, there is. And we will all respect you. If you respect us, we respect you. See, Maria says, but their children, they cry about almost everything. Coming from the person that says, you're going to make me cry. Kevin said, hey, brother, I work at McDonald's. How can I buy a $1.5 million house? Get into politics. Become a senator.
But we don't talk about it.
Yeah, we don't do politics here. Sorry. Jane said, Maria, I enjoy soccer. My kids and grandkids played. Olivia said, try and get rid of my truck. I'll whack you with a crankshaft, Randy. I ain't got to worry about that.
I ain't got to worry about that. You can't pick up a crankshaft.
You can't even get out the house. Come see us. I don't want to hear that. Olivia said, I'm all happy face if I'm upside down. Maria said, this is the chickens. You did not just shoot me the rod. Joe Burr said, who wants to see a 12-valve Cummins in a S10? Because I think it would be cool.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Tag me.
Yes, please. Jane said, or give me directions. Where you at? Jane said, welcome, Mel. Jane said, Kevin, cool. Kevin, good luck. Maria said, Jane, I'm not talking about American football.
Yeah,
she said soccer. That's y'all's football, or yeah, y'all call soccer football. We call soccer, and we call football.
Well, she does bring up a good point. Why do we call football a sport that, outside of every once in a while they kick with their foot, the rest of it's with their hands?
I don't know. They kick it every time. Anyway, as I say, I guess they could call it. Well, we already got handball, racquetball, and all that, so we got to have to do something. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, she just said that. You read it. I thought that was coming from you. Rumpel says, what plans for Christmas, Pops? Family get together at home, shop, going out?
We'll be right here.
I will be right here.
Madison works Christmas night.
Let's see. Jane said, talking about soccer, Maria, isn't that your football? Olivia said, hey, that's fair. Don't call me out being sickly. No.
I'm calling you out.
That wasn't what I was doing. Because I said I was going to come see y'all. Y'all never let me know where you's at. I don't want to hear it. Hush! Silence! Let's see. Let's see, where am I at? Daryl says, what did the nurse say to Ghostly when she called her back? Maria
Thanks for
says,
being a little patient.
Maria said, no, Jane, it's different. Is it really? I thought. No. Your football you're calling, Maria,
FUT.
is that the little white and black ball that's like little hexagons all around it?
Hexagons.
Hexagons? That's the soccer ball, correct?
It's a football.
Kevin says, I like cheese.
I like cheese until about 5 minutes after.
Dale
I eat
said, thanks for being a little patient. Rumble said, Maria, talking about soccer. I love soccer. Joe Bird said, okay, man, I will try to get the stuff. Libby says, Rumble said, well, why do you call it World Series when it's played in only U.S.?
You know, you're asking the questions I've been curious
That's
about.
what he's saying. Let's see. Daryl says, hi, Ghostly. Joe Bird said, hey, Rumple, hey, Metal. Maria said, soccer, American football, the regular football for the rest of the world.
Yep.
That's what we're trying to say. Jane said her kids played and they like soccer, which is your football. That's what we're trying to say.
Would you listen? Listen to me, girl.
Huh?
Daryl says, Joe. Rumple said, Joe Bird, hello. Nick said, hello.
You know, I don't know what I did with the keys to Toyota.
Olivia said, hi, Ma. Nick said, hey. Maria
Hello,
said,
Nicholas.
yes, it's black and white. Exactly. Jane said, hi, Nicholas. Nicholas said, Jane, hello. Let's see. Olivia said, I love my phone. It stops all my bad typing. Jane says, Maria, we called that soccer over here.
I hear a helicopter. This is bad memories.
No shit.
Screw
Olivia
off!
said, how dare you, Mac? It's not that little. Oh, well.
It's as small as Lotus's turbo.
Now, Randy, stop it.
No.
Maria says, we don't call it soccer. If you said soccer instead of football, I think about American sport.
It's the same sport.
We call football football. You call soccer football.
Just like color.
Yeah.
C-O-L-O-R.
Let's see.
Color.
Maria says, I'm
C-O-L-O-U-R.
listening. Donna said, are you a Sigma and are you the Rizzler number one? I have
Oh,
no
I am the Rizzler. I am the Riz Lord.
I have no idea what you're trying to ask. Maybe he does. Daryl's laughing. Lotus says, hello. What's up, Olivia?
I
What's up,
summoned
Daryl?
him.
Carlos says, Daryl says Lotus. Olivia's smiling again. Nicholas says, like 20. Yeah, 20 likes. Thank y'all. 18 people watching. Lotus said, hello, Randy and Randall. Lotus says, hello, Maria. Olivia said, I'm not as small as Lotus's nose.
If that's what helps you sleep at night.
Daryl said, Jane. Carlos said, sup, Lotus. Jane said, Maria, if I said kids played football, American would think it's American soccer. If I say soccer, then it's your football. Joe Bird said, roll tide. Lotus said, yes, you are. Olivia said, that's things as smaller
Smaller than a
than.
basement dweller's penis. You mean like this thing?
Carlos said, sup, Joe. Maria said, R3, why are you this shirt? You don't feel cold?
I'm right beside a heater.
Yeah, I put the heater under the desk, so it's hot over there, which there's one over here, too. It's warming me up. I got my thermals on. I'm getting hot.
But now, Maria, I had on my monkey suit all day today working. It keeps me pretty damn warm.
Olivia said, shut up, Lotus. Maria said, I feel cold just by watching you. Joe Bird said, hey, Lotus. Dinosaur said, bro, tell him is the king of all Riz.
Oh, I am. I
Lotus
can
says-
riz the tiz.
Lotus says, I've seen mice bigger than Olivia. Jane said, hey, Daryl. Joe Bird said, hey, Carlo. Carlo said, what's up, Lotus? Lotus said, what's up, Carlo? Maria says, I'm wearing 2 sweaters wrapped around 2 blankets to 2 socks and still feeling cold. Joe Bird said, hey, Randy Jr., how are you feeling? He just walked out. He's very tired. He's worked pretty hard. He tires out real easy, but he's getting better and better every day. But They've done a lot of work. Him and Justin's done a lot of work around the shop here today, and they're both wore out. Let's see. Jane says, "What are you working on today, R3?" We got a guy come in and needed some work done, and he ended up trading the vehicle to us for some work. He changed some dually tires, and while we were open, he done some more work for somebody to come in, and then he worked on the trailer tires. So he's been pretty busy today. Let's see. Olivia said, "I've seen." Rumble said, "Here, soccer and football are synonyms. You have to specify American football to differentiate. I think that's fair." Rumble said, "Lotus, hello." Kevin said, "Let's see the pet elephant, please." I went out there to feed him a minute ago. He's down there at the water hole. He must be drinking. You can't see him from up here. He might come up later tonight. Jane says, "I can rats that I can rats the Madats." Okay. Joe Bird said, "Guys, be good and kind and to Ghostly." Hey, if you give Olivia an inch, she will step on you. You better stay sharp. Olivia don't want you messing with her, but she will tear you a new one if you ain't careful. Olivia's smiling again. Olivia says, "Joe, I'll get you too. See? Let's see. Daryl is on more, Mac. Thank you. We always nice to Ghostly." Exactly. Olivia, Lotus says, "Joe, if I'm nice to her, it gets worse." Lotus says she is obsessed with my turbo. Joe Bird said, "Ghostly, I'm the only one being kind to you. That's what we're trying to tell you." Joe Bird said, "Okay, man, I will." Jane said, "Joe, just wait. You'll get it." Kevin said, "Hot dogs don't exist." Olivia said, What the ball guy said." Oh, let's see what we got here.
Oil Just was in there snoring whenever I checked on him. Hey, I'm tired. I'm just tired.
Lotus, I'm going to let you read that one. That one's for you.
Page.
Olivia said, "It's my way of showing love. Dinosaur, why is your thing called football when you use your hands? It should be called soccer." Because we got soccer. We can't have soccer A and soccer B.
We just have to be different than the European.
Yeah, and we do start the game off with kicking it, and every fourth down we kick the ball. So
I don't know.
But to answer the question, I have no damn clue why. But we can't have two soccers. So let's see. Joe Bird said, "Yeah, I get it now." Rumpel said, "I'm staying out of this fight. I have my pocket." There you go. Daryl says, "I'm editing on metal art right now, so hang in there." Joe Bird said, "I know, Ghostly." Maria said, "Another Dr. Pepper?"
I had a Cheerwine before.
Oh, I messed that up. That means that Mountain Dew's old and the Cheerwine.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew.
Hey, Maria, if you think I drink bad drinks, them two right there drink more than I do.
I've only had 2 today. And this is number 3.
There's 4 right here.
That's not from today.
Let's see. Rumpel says, "Well, they'll call it handball because there's a difference. It's a different sport again." That's what I'm saying. We got handball, so we can't call it that.
Or how about Europe, I think, has polo on horses. So what did America do? We got water polo.
Yeah.
Does it have horses? No.
Lotus says, "That's usually spring stiffness makes it touchy." Joe Bird said, "True, Pops." Maria said, "I always call you Dr. Randy, but you don't call me
Almost Dr. Maria.
Dr. Maria."
Something like a Dr. Maria.
Well, you get a little bit closer, I will. Right now, it's just almost like a doctor.
Maria, whenever I was your age.
Oh, my God. Lotus said, "Stop giving your different blue pills, those blue pills."
No.
Daryl says, "I'll stay away from sports." Libby says, "Oh my God, Randy is wearing a flannel hoodie that Luke's fire broke."
Yeah, my Madison got me this, I think.
See, Rumple said they should call it paddle protection gear.
And protection gear
Rubby,
rugby.
man. Yeah. Dinosaur said, "Bro, you in the back? What is that happening? What is happening?"
Oh no.
Lotus says, "You ain't a doctor yet, Maria. She ain't even like a doctor yet. She just in school to be training like a doctor." Kevin said, I don't drink water, only energy drinks. Is that bad?
Nah.
Oh, hell no. Double up on them, buddy."
Your
Maria
kidneys
says,
will make you- I'm gonna be.
"I'm going to be."
Lotus said no.
Olivia said, "Carlo, them blue pills are gonna shrink them diffs." Carlos says, "Ha ha, Lotus, but blue power is better." Maria said, "Not a real doctor, but whatever."
Hey, you're gonna be closer to a doctor than me. You
You
already
dang
are.
right.
Because I don't go to college.
Exactly. Don't you and don't you whatever me, girl.
Whatever.
Olivia said, "No, it isn't." Lotus said, "Well, in 5 years, we call you doctor and ask you dumb questions every time we feel weird."
Hey,
Maria said,
Maria,
"My
can I
clients
give
will call me
injections?
doctor."
Can I
But
give
you-
injections to my turkey again?
When I asked you what you were going to school with, you told me it's something like a doctor. So that's what I call you. Something like a doctor. Joe Bird said, "Actually, energy drinks are bad for you."
yes.
More Mac said, "She would be strict enough doctor nobody would go see her." Yeah, I know. You drink 2 drinks in 5 years? No, how dare you? Drink all water.
Start calling you Randy.
Matter of fact-
Too many Pepsis.
Matter of fact, drink diet water.
But who's sick right now?
Yeah, I know, right? Libby said, "I like it, Randy. I like it. Hey, Randy, I like the flannel."
Well, I guess I'm done wearing the flannel.
Jane says, "Maria, I'm afraid I can't call you a doctor until you graduate from medical school in about 8 years. I don't think they take all the dumb shit, so I think she can get it in 4 or 5 years."
I mean, 6 probably at the latest. But again,
Rumpel
she'll be closer
says,
than I ever will be.
"Have you seen Australian rules rugby pops? It's very rough. They climb on other people's back and receive the injury." Yeah, it is wild, and they don't wear near as many
They don't wear padding at all.
padding. I mean, I'm telling you what, them some badass guys or
There's some
people.
Big old some guns.
Dinosaur said, "Bald eagle or golden eagle?"
Bald eagle.
Bald, yeah. Kevin said, "I don't believe in hot dogs.
I could go for
I ain't never had one lied to me." 18 people, 22 thumbs up. Let's see. Now you're wearing orange?
Who's wearing orange?
Question mark.
No, I wear red, Daryl. Come on now. You know me better than that.
Let's see. Maria says, "No, Randy, you should call me a doctor or I'll call my grandma and tell her about that. She won't be happy about it. Tell your
She
grandma."
can come into live and
That's
watch.
right. She can come into live under her account and we'll talk to her too.
She'll
I'll
understand.
set her straight just like I do you. No, I'm playing.
Look, if it makes
Whoa.
you feel better, I'll call you Dr. Maria.
I won't.
No. Wait a second. I've been looking for
Joe
these.
Bird, I'm going to have fun next year. Maria said she'll come to America and kick your ass. She might walk over here, but she'll limp back.
You can't do that to a little old lady.
The hell I can't. You watch me.
Equal rights and equal
That's
lefts.
right. These things are rated E for everyone. Lotus says, "You don't feel good. It's because you don't eat enough salad. Now get out of my office and eat a tomato." Maria said, "She's 73, but she can still fight like a ninja." Libby said, "Flannel?" Daryl says, "Nah, that was what Maria would say to her patients." Oh, I can't help you. You're wearing orange. That's the reason you feel so bad. Lotus said, is Maria going to send her gangster granny after us?" I know, right? Rumpel's laughing. Mel says, "Are American hamburgers good? The ones here are terrible."
I personally say I cook a damn good hamburger with cheese.
that if you've never had one, come to the shop. We'll cook you one. Lotus said, just wait till your next package explodes, Randy. I know, right? the last thing I'll see is you won't have to be worried about calling Maria a doctor anymore. Boom! Let's see.
Joe Bird said, because I'm going to go to a college. That's awesome.
Hey, that's cool, Joe Bird.
Oh, we got
Rumble
Hot Springs,
says-
Arkansas. Hold on.
Rumple says, Unabomber Part 2.
Oh, God.
Kevin says, okay. Maria says, yeah, I thought we put one in for them. They can't, that's all they ever say, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joe Bird says, In-N-Out
Yep.
Burger is here in Tennessee now.
Oh, no. They said the other day, hello from Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's 23 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Every
Well, I
month
thought we
they
put
come
one
to-
in, but look and see if we didn't, we put one in.
We got one in Arkansas.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Lewis says, had long home tonight. Outlaw ribeye, delicious. Oh, man, that sounds good.
Oh, man, I go.
Had Longhorn tonight. Oh, good Lord, I really messed that up, didn't I, Lotus? I bet he's cussing me right now.
I would cuss you too if I was.
Mormac said, Joe, I thought you lived in Ohio. Maria says, yes, of course. The reason why he's dying is because 10 years ago he wears red once and drinks a couple Pepsis. Carlos said, Lotus, before that package explodes, will you hear Maria shouting out? I bet you. Joe Bird said, no, I don't, Mac. Jane says, hi, Mary. Rumble said, exploding package art's old school. Then came Amtrak's. Now, rice and poison. It's it's the end thing. Yeah, I know. Mary said, well, Hot Springs is very cold right now. Carlos says, yes, cold here too. Carlos says, sup, Mike? More Mac says, Daryl says, just your car is here. Jane says, In-N-Out burgers are the bomb. I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
I like dairy though. Ow, that fucking hurt.
Maria says, orange. Mary says, come visit us. I'd love
I would
to.
love to go visit more places.
Lotus says, I wasn't going to go that far. I didn't want to offer her.
Offend.
I'm sorry, offer. God dang. You can tell I ain't feeling the best. I'm kind of tired. I don't know why. I ain't done nothing.
Yeah, never yet.
Joe Bird says, yeah, the Malibu is in Ohio.
Send
Daryl
us out
said-
this fire.
There's an In-N-Out burger in Cincinnati. Okay, I understand now, Joe. Lotus said, open the box. It will probably be an angry cat that explodes from it.
If
Yeah.
I get a package from any other part of the world besides America, I'm gonna be just tickled to death.
Arkansas is known as the nature state.
Natural.
Natural.
Lord, do you have your glasses on?
I do, but I'm right at the edge of them. Joe Bird said, okay, Mac. Daryl says, and chickens, Lotus, here.
I'm relaxed.
That's fine. Get up here and read.
I'm good.
No, get up here and read. If you're going to bitch about it, you're going to read.
Nope. I like bitches.
Then quit bitching.
Okay.
Let's see. Joe Bird said, I got a package from China.
China.
Hey, funny story. Right into amongst all that damn, what do you call it? Right as it started, what is that damn, where they shut down the world?
I just say shut down the world because if you say the other world, we're liable to get canceled.
Anyway, when they were shutting down the world, right before all that hit, I ordered some headlights for my truck from
Wish.
Wish, and they came from China. I was scared to death when I was so happy I got my headlights, but I was scared to go put them on. It was funny, I thought. Let's see. Lotus says, "Come on, Rambo, man up, read exactly."
You can do it.
Daryl said, ordered from Amazon. Joe, Olivia said, dinner, be right back. All right, Olivia, thank you. Joe Bird said it was a tiny MP3 player. Yeah, Mac, said Joe Bird. Lotus said, Pandemic. Yes.
Pandemic.
Yes. And then Daryl says, what? Scam-matic. Yes. Aaron said, my stepdad is out of surgery waiting for the word about breathing tube removal, quadruple bypass. So, Aaron, I'm glad he's out, and our prayers going out to y'all and hope for the best about the breathing tube. Maria says, you were scared? Why? Did they send you a salad? Yeah. Believe me, like I told y'all before, the shit that we heard was going on. You was about scared to go out your house, scared that it was just going to jump on you and kill you right then.
I mean, I still had to go be a cop and arrest people.
Once I was riding around, and when it first started, I was riding around in my machine with the gloves on and my mask on. I'm looking around, I'm like, who the hell's going to give it to me? I'm by myself. Then I got to thinking how stupid it was. Then I thought, oh, okay. Now I see what everybody's doing. That's when I opened my eyes. Maria said, Arkansas is the really beautiful number.
Mary.
What?
You said Maria. Mary said Arkansas is really beautiful, numerous lakes.
Did I say Maria?
You did say Maria.
I guess it's because her name was above it. My bad. Sorry, Mary. Sorry, Maria. Did you finish that, or did you just come up to bust my bubble because I said something wrong?
No, I finished it.
Okay. Randy the man said, no, a tomato. Rumble said, Maria laughing. Aaron says, thank you, guys.
Not a problem. Keep us updated, please.
Yes. Randy's got a couple of them dangerous fruits out there. Lotus says, have no fear. It was pissed off to have to wear a stupid mask. I know. Daryl said, I never wore a mask. Lotus, you said, hello, Randy. Hello, Daryl. Hello, you. Well,
It's you?
when it,
Oh, hey, you.
I was going to say, don't you tell me I said that shit wrong. Daryl said, Hugh. Carlos said, sup, Hugh. Hugh says, hello, Lotus. Maria says, yeah. When my dad had COVID, he started acting like he's going to die. A lot of people did.
To be fair, when Mom got it, damn near killed her.
I'm telling you right now,
And my uncle.
we're the type of people that don't get down that much. I'm telling you right now, my wife didn't leave the bed for over 2 weeks. I mean, laid right there. I was expecting any minute that we was going to have to call somebody to come get her. She was that bad.
Took a tree to put me down. Because you read Maria's comment, right?
That's what I was trying to find, but I had something in my
You
tooth.
said hello, Aaron, and hello, Joey. Mary said excellent heart doctors in Little Rock, Arkansas. I hope to never need a heart doctor again, Mary. Lotus said sup, Hugh. Hugh said hello, Olivia. Olivia's at dinner, so she might not respond right this second.
If they're good doctors, then we might need to get him to see one, because
Mine was a
the ones
quack.
around here don't know shit, I don't think. Hugh said, COVID made sick, and I've had recovery memory issues since. Daryl said, I've never been tested, but we both had it too, Tanya, a couple of times. My wife had it. To my knowledge, I never had it. And I laid right in bed right beside of her, and I took care of my wife the whole time she had it. To my knowledge, I never had it. Maria said, I still call you Dr. Randy until you call me doctor.
Okay, Dr. Maria.
Doctor, give me the news. Hugh says, hello, Maria. Maria says, hi, Hugh. Carlos says, sup, Hugh, again. Jane says, hi, Hugh. Doctor says, I have no news for you. Mary says, I work in a prison and COVID made the whole prison system go on lockdown.
I was a cop at the time, Mary, like just a city cop, and we were told, keep doing what we're doing, and then it changed to wear a mask while you're in the patrol car by yourself. Then it changed to don't do any traffic stops and only answer priority calls. And then at that point I said, F this, I'm going to keep being a cop.
I don't know this, Mary, but I like it because they type like I do. I love typing in all caps. Everybody gets so mad at me because I'll do it every
Typing in
time.
all caps is yelling.
I type in all caps. That way, not only is it the way I like to type, but I can read it better. Let's see. Lotus said, "I had it. It sucks ass. I still don't taste stuff right. Use your left hand." Rich said, "Except for you're going to be bald for the rest of your life."
You know, out of spite, it would be hilarious if you grew your hair out just to spite her.
No.
You're not going to do it, but it would be
No.
funny.
Jane said, "I had COVID 3 times. First time about killed me." You said, "Man, both ECUs for some reason didn't download the VATs off. Everything else was right."
So that's been the problem, is your injectors weren't pulsing. That's what VATS does, is it keeps the injectors from pulsing.
Lotus said, "He isn't naturally bald. He shaves his head." Maria, I was going to say it, but people don't listen to me. I've only said it, quadruple it million times or whatever.
Yep, Hugh said his 08 and 2010 did not shut off the VATs, and that's why it would not start. Dang.
But I will tell you, I will tell you this. If you'd have shot some gas in her, she'd have fired.
Well, I think that still would have bypassed the VATs because it's got spark. It's got compression.
that's what this was doing.
Yeah. So it's just like what Fireball was doing.
Yeah.
Whenever the VATs was shutting
It
down.
was shutting everything
it was
down.
not-
It wouldn't let
wasn't
it
firing
run.
the injectors.
But if I shot gas in it, it would fire.
Huh.
That's exactly what the problem I had. That's the reason I was hollering at you the other day. Shoot gas in it.
Could you hear him from 2 hours away?
I think everybody around could. Let's see.
Logan said he could be a hippie in a few months if he wanted. Mary said, yes, I typed this way at work too.
I love it. I'm telling you. And I'm not just saying it, just I love it. That's the way I like to do it. Lotus said, "The F does my left hand have to do with it?"
It's just a joke. But in all seriousness, at no point are we going to deny that stuff was serious.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
But I was
there's
making
lot
a
of
joke,
people-
Lotus. I thought for sure you would get it.
I mean, there's a lot of people that lost loved ones and a lot of people that was lost because of it. I just hated the whole world was shut down, but everybody still had, certain people still had to go to work.
Maria said, "Yes, I really hate when you write like that. It makes me feel like you're screaming." I'm just trying to get my point across.
Like, well, Maria, just be glad he doesn't send you a message like 3 different words that might combine to make a quarter of a word, and you call him like, what the hell is this? Well, you didn't get what I was trying to say. I was trying to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I tell you what, we're going to quit having these good vibes. We're going to just start having bitching vibes. That's all he's done is bitch since we've been in here.
Kiss my.
You
butt.
said, "I get you right today," and the throttle pedal quit working on
Oh my
shit.
God.
Rumple said, hello. You said, freaking hot rodding. Carlos said, "Is this guy behind you?"
Is this guy blind and deaf?
I just can't read.
I'm deaf.
Huh? You said, "Yep." Hello, Carlo. Maria said, "Yes, he's a chicken. That's why he won't let his hair grow." Yeah, right. What in God's name? Oh,
Hello from Moscow.
is that what that is?
It says, please, music, the very bitter, sweet sympathy. Hello from Moscow. We don't play music.
We don't play music on here, but thank you. I'll get Bitchadoodle back there to put a pin in from Moscow for you. Thank you. You said, if my laptop didn't break and I used my wife's lap to read it, I wouldn't have seen it when I read it. LOL. Lotus says, have you started it yet, Hugh? Good night. Good night, Russia.
Good night.
Kevin said, what do I have to do for you to give me $1 billion?
You're going to have me at least $5 billion.
And no shit. You're going to tell me how to find a lot more now.
There's another one
The
in
sack
Moscow.
says, did y'all eat all the cereal? Nope. Matter of fact, that ain't a bad idea. I wouldn't mind having a bowl right now. Hugh said, no, I wrote the ECU and went to start it and the pedal quit working. Urgh. Lowe's said,
The answer. Oh, I have no idea.
Crash bars, no one tonight.
What? I don't even see where you are.
Right here.
Crash bars on one tonight.
Hugh said hello, Ruppel. Maria said he's blind and bald. Oh, hell. Jane said, Lotus, you said things still don't taste right, so Pop said use your left hand. I'll be damned. Jane got it. Thank you, Jane. Mary says essential personnel worked COVID.
Yep.
Yep, I worked the whole time. Other than when they found out my wife had it, they put me out for 14. I was the only one at our place that had to stay out for 14 days. Everybody else got to stay out for like 5 and 7 days, but I had to stay out for 14.
How about the beginning of 2021? Madison got sick, couldn't smell anything anymore. Of course, we go to the doctor, and she schedules me a doctor's appointment. She gets diagnosed with COVID. She's sick. She's not smelling. She's not tasting right. And I go in after her and tell her, hey, my wife was just in here. She just tested positive for it. And she walks out. I basically have no symptoms outside of I had a nosebleed. They walk out, shut the door, don't even move from the door. As soon as the door shuts, yep, he's got COVID. I'm not saying it wasn't real. I'm not saying anything like that. But it was awful weird that they never even tested it, but they said I had it.
Maria said you should change your glasses. I'm too tight to spend that $1 to go get more. Hugh said, I don't think your jaws would last that long. Hugh said, hello, Jane. Lotus says, I got it, Jane. Libby said, back. By the way, I did send to my researcher to find out if these glasses I found was real. I was going to see if I can order some.
Your researcher was very busy today.
My researcher didn't. Everything I've asked him did he do today, he's told me no.
Hey, did we ever shut Bebo off?
I did when I got here.
Damn, that thing ran for like 9 hours.
Let's see, Libby said back. Carlos said Lotus, use his lefty to. Jinx says, do you like watches? Nah, not really. Team Richard said hello, Mr. Boss, and hello, Junior Boss. Hello.
You're Junior Boss.
Let's see, you said a million, yet you would have TMJIFTJ. What?
The Socks said, what are y'all doing for Christmas?
I'm gonna be right here on in this building.
Madison, my wife, works Christmas Day.
Hugh says hello, Richard B. Carlos said, what's up, Richard B? Kevin said, what's your least favorite food?
Tomatoes.
Salad.
God.
Lotus said, I'm married, Carlo. Don't need that. Maria said, I got COVID too. Lotus says, WB, welcome back, Olivia. Carlos says, Carlos says, I know, Lotus, just kidding, buddy. Team Richard said, hello, Hugh, big boy toys. And Jane said, hi, Richard B. Maria says, for your information, there's a mistake in your YouTube channel bio.
Well, what's the mistake?
Shit.
I'll fix it right now.
By golly, let me just, I'm glad I didn't do it. You can't bitch at me for it. You said, I have to wait till Friday to search the wires and do a continuity test my first day of vacation. Team Richard said, Jane, hey, and smile. You said, TMJ of the Jaws. Maria says, it's an old man, not a old man. No, not a old.
It's an old man, not a old man.
Before we get into this conversation, let's find out if we're talking your language or ours. Because, you know, remember we did that with color. I thought for sure I was right. I didn't realize y'all put a U in it. We may be different, Maria. Careful now. No, we are different, Maria.
To be fair, I probably put it wrong.
Let's see. The sack says, is your guy your real son?
Yes.
Yeah, he's my oldest son.
Yeah,
My
the
youngest
youngest
one's out
one's
there.
in camper
He
asleep.
went there to sleep. He was tired.
I
He
didn't
probably gonna
realize
be mad.
He can't even get back in because I locked him back in from
Go,
back there.
dude.
I can't.
Read. God damn.
He's in there asleep.
I'm not gonna make him walk all the way around.
I walked all the way around.
I will read.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. You see that, y'all? That's definitely the favorite.
And I do it for you too. I don't want to hear it.
Go on, you're letting the warm air out.
Shut up. Not with your damn hot ass, it won't.
Hey, it's me. Let's see here. Rumpel said, "Off to Fairyland. Take care, peeps. Laters. Have a good night, Rumpel. Thanks for coming in." The Salk said, "Is the younger guy your real son?" The Salks, I am Randy the man, but yes, I am his real son. I am his eldest son of 3. Mike at Lone Ranch Garage said, "Henry said he wants to come home. Said I'm too mean. Tell him, well, that's just too damn bad. It's time for him to go to work. Hippo food ain't cheap." I'm glad to see Henry was getting out and about and helping with the new project. Kevin said, "I have a feeling this is AI." Kevin, AI gets really realistic, but I don't think it would be reading your text this good and playing with a pen. Hugh said, "Hello, Mike." Olivia said, "Hey, stupid YouTube, I have been subscriber, you heifer." YouTube can't hear you. Mike said, "Hi, Hugh." Lotus said, "She is right. It should be an old man." Oh, I'm not saying she's not right. I can go fix it. But now, just out of spite, I might not fix it. Let's see here. Jane said, "Maria said it correctly." Maria said, "No, go search about it. I'm right." Lotus, Timu is here, but bless his heart, y'all. He honest to God, he worked his butt off tonight or today. All damn day he's worked his butt off. And he's in the camper taking a siesta right now. Jane said, "Good job, Maria." Yep, look at that, Maria. You know English better than we do. Maria said, "How you didn't notice this before? Every time I read that, I know there's something different, but I can't discover what exactly." Because, Maria, I used to type in, there was a program I used to type in that would tell me if I was putting the correct, like, punctuation and the correct, like, different words. I don't have that anymore. Richard said, "Good to see you back on your feet, Randy." Thank you, Richard. Been 4 weeks, give or take, that I've been back on my feet full time with no assistance. I'm tired. I'm hurting today. I am looking forward to getting home and getting some Advil. Because I can tell you, things are inflamed. Jane said, "What's wrong with Justin? Seems he's always sick." He's not sick. He's just really tired, y'all. Jane said, "Hey, Mike." The Salk said, "What's the weather like over there?" Cold. The sun felt absolutely wonderful today, okay? The wind was still a brisk, like less than 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Last night, I think, got down in the low 20s. Night before was down to 12, 17, something like that. But y'all, it was cold. It's been cold. When that sun goes down behind the building on that direction, you got about 3 minutes, and it's below freezing. Mike said, "Hi, Jane, and I have more to send you." Okay. Carlo said, "Sup, Mike?" Mike said, "Hi, Carlo." Olivia said, "Randy is the oldest. I'm the princess. Steven is the awesome one, and Timu is the baby back loser." He's something. Jane said, "Mike, you sending Henry to and all of his offerings?" LOL. Maria said, "Where'd the doctor go?" I am the doctor. Lone Wrench, Mike said, "Jane, have Randy show you." I'll send it to Jane for you, Mike, if you would like. Carlos said, "We need a positive to go with the positive weenus." If I knew how to crochet, I'd make one. I'm worried that that's going to get me canceled or something. The Salk said, "Do you consider cheerleading a sport?" Yeah. You ever seen how hard they got to work? I mean, if we can't consider that a sport, we sure as hell shouldn't consider video games a sport. They sit there and twist the damn controller or type on a keyboard. And I love video games. Lotus said, "Hey, Mike." Jane said, it got barely above freezing today. Had to spray the salt off my car. Careful. Daryl gonna have to do some rust repair for you. Richard said, "It's good to hear, Randy. It's been a while since I've watched this live broadcast. It's been a while since I've seen your name in. It's hard for me to watch when I'm not here. But Richard, it has gone swimmingly. It was November the 17th that I was allowed to start walking again. And about that, after that week, I started walking with no assistance. But welcome back. Olivia said, ad. Damn it, stop taking my right to chat away, YouTube. I've been subscribed for several months now, you peener eater. You purple people eater. Mike said, hi, Lotus. Still have all 10 digits, but I has a battle scar. Uh-oh. Maria said, no, you're not the doctor. You're the nurse. He's the one who took care of the turkey. Whatever. But look, the doctor's right there. Jay said, Sax, nope, I don't consider it a sport, but I'm a tomboy. Look, do you consider cheerleading a sport?
No,
I consider it to be more of a sport than video games.
I agree with you.
Okay, so I consider it a sport. Let's see here.
But I don't consider video games a sport either.
Let's see here. Lotus said, I need to watch the Genesis tomorrow. It's covered in salt.
The only real sport anymore is wrestling.
That still ain't real. Maria said he tortured the turkey more. Exactly. Wonderful. Olivia said, shut up, Lotus.
I'm telling you, my name is Charlie Brown. Why is everybody always picking on me?
Carlos said, Lotus, salt rusts vehicles. Lotus said, uh-oh, what you do, Mike? Did you film it? Maria said, what is he eating? Salad. No, he's eating crackers.
Ritz crackers.
You keep on, he might get that jar of peanut butter wherever it is and start dipping the crackers in
I
it.
can't.
Why, you ate it all?
It's all gone.
Oh my God. Lotus said, no shit, Carlo, you don't say. The Salk said, tell your daddy to put his glasses back. Put your glasses back. Lotus said, this
Wow.
guy.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know. Mike
Well,
said, not the battle scar, but Henry got some footage today.
I saw that. That was
That
cool.
was awesome.
He helped drive that thing up on the trailer. That was awesome.
And he pushed. Carlos said, I know you already know, Lotus, just asking. Olivia said, Lotus, be nice. Bria said, yes, because he's a parrot. I'm glad you still know where the parrot emoji is. Got it. Daddy want a cracker? Okay.
Y'all gonna quit picking on me. I know that.
If we get to 50 likes, I'll keep picking on it.
We get
Kevin
50
said-
likes, I'll pour this water on him.
No, I will end the live before we get 50 down. Kevin said, do any of you have contact with Bill Gates, Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos? I need to send a message to them. No. I don't think I'd want to talk to any of them. I might say some not nice things. Olivia said, I'll whack you with the crankshaft if you're not. You probably can't pick up a crankshaft and swing it. Unless it's one of those baby 4-cylinder crankshafts. Lotus said,
One out of the brat
That was-
thing, but
yeah.
about 3 inches long.
yeah, I don't even know if it's really considered a crankshaft. Lotus said, yeah, it does make your car rust faster. Absolutely. Richard said, hit the like. I would appreciate it if you did. Salk said, what's you and your father's movie to watch? I mean,
Well, I like action movies and car movies. But
I like
if I
futuristic,
really want a
like-
good laugh, we will watch Titanic because I die laughing every time that man falls off.
dings the propeller.
This youngin' has loved that man hitting that propeller every single time we watched that movie.
Since I was a wee little lad. Oh, God.
He loves that part of the movie.
But I like futuristic movies. That's just me, though. Lotus said, I'll have Boggy sit on you. Uh-oh. Kevin said, they are in the same country as you.
You mess with me, I'll have Keopi stay home.
But, Kevin, that's like saying everybody in Algeria knows everybody. I promise those billionaires like that would never associate with us little nobodies. Olivia said, I can too, Randy. I has the Shelby's crankshaft. Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
it's
ding,
broken
ding,
in
ding.
half. So you only got
Yeah, it's
half
only
of
about
it.
that long of a
Yeah.
Wait a second. It's a baby crankshaft. I won't hear it. Then she said, ding, do, 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 do. LOL. Maria said, what movie? I wasn't listening. Titanic.
Oh hell, she wasn't listening. I don't believe that.
Lotus said, oh shiz, he gonna have the great Kyobi stay home. The great mall cop. Hugh
He's got
said,
them all to protect.
Hugh said, billionaire and us? Nope, nope. Look, if they want to donate $1 billion to me and never talk to me again, I still probably, I'd take it. I don't know what you're talking about. I'd take it. Jane said, who was in here last night that they said they wanted to be rich? Do you think Musk, Gates, and
Talina.
Bezos are happy? Who?
Talina?
Talina?
Talina.
Well, I imagine they're a lot happier considering they don't have to worry about
She
any
said
kind of
money is
monetary
power
issue.
and power is money.
But if you gotta
And
have
just gotta
money,
have respect.
yeah, but if you gotta have money to have respect, then you have nothing. You just bought everybody.
That's what I said.
Lotus said, tiny crankshaft. Richard said, are you going to celebrate Christmas at home or will it be Christmas at the workshop?
I'll be at the shop.
I will celebrate Christmas with my wife and her side of the family. And my wife works Christmas Day, but other than that, we will celebrate it right here. This is kind of our happy place. Kevin said, is your dad eating a hot dog? No, because you don't believe in them. Maria said, yes, I wasn't listening. What's the problem in that? With 3 mad faces.
What'd you say?
Huh? I wasn't listening. Olivia said, you have no 8 to take my mall cop away from me. Okay. Lotus said, Reaper likes us for some weird reason, and he's like a billionaire. Olivia said, and
4.5 million.
Lotus said, probably the richest guy that hangs out, probably.
Well, that was before Annabelle went shopping last night.
Yeah. Olivia said, y'all are just offending Boggy, and I still have the crankshaft.
How are we defending Boggy?
Offending.
Offending.
Off-ending.
How are we offending Boggy?
Mm-hmm. Jay said, Lotus, you know what I say to Reaper? Show us the money. Yep. Team Richard said, I don't see a Christmas tree in the office. LOL.
Oh man.
I started painting one out front with some tires. I got the green laid down. I'm gonna put some ornaments on it tomorrow with some brightly colored paint. The sock says, ask your father, does he have a favorite kid? Yes, he does. He's out there in the camper.
I do not.
He's
I
alive.
love all 3 of my kids the same. I got 3 different relationships with my kids. And I do just the same for one as I would any rest of them.
Lotus said, we talking about the rotary crank, not the Mustang. Olivia said, oh, hi! Angry face, angry face. Maria said, I don't know why, but when I'm in bad mood, I started to take everything seriously.
You should get in a bad mood.
I was expecting this to go somewhere else. If you focus on bad or a bad mood, everything will start to get next to you or come off as bad. If you focus on, yes, you're in a bad mood, but you think, I'm having a crappy day, not everybody's out to get me. I look for the positivity, you will find the positivity. Look for the bad, you will find the bad.
Damn. He listens to me, he just won't freaking do it.
Yeah, look, do as I say, not as I do, because I've been your age before. You've never been my age. Lotus said, still not sure Reaper isn't Logan Real Talk. Not heard from him, outside of every once in a while his phone's dead. Levy said, I'm the favorite kid, actually. Anyway, Richard said, but Randy, you have a red sweater, so it looks a bit Christmassy. Hey, I love my red sweater, I love my red shirts, I love my red everything. James said, Lotus, I agree. Maria, stop it. Are you sick?
Yep.
Maria said, I can't control it, it's my hormones.
You
Hey.
can control it. You control your mind.
Look,
You
I
tell
get it.
yourself you're sick, you're gonna be sick.
Listen, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right? But I showed up yesterday to the shop, and I said the same thing. I'm in a shitty mood. I don't want to do anything, so I sat around for most of the day yesterday and did
shit
nothing.
Did.
Well, I finally got up and said, you know what? This crappy mood is not going to ruin this for me. And I got up. I got up the scrap out front. What else did I do? I did like 7 things yesterday. Oh, I did my brakes on my Toyota.
Yeah. He did the list, I left.
I mean, and it helped with the way I am. I'm not
You can't
saying
feel better laying in bed doing nothing, feeling bad for yourself. You got to have a positive attitude. Do I need to do more lives? Tell everybody to be positive?
Daryl at More Max said same M/O a Lotus. That's my opinion. Kevin said, my car makes a popping sound whenever I turn the wheel fully to the right. Do you know what's wrong with it? Last person that said that I don't talk to.
Well,
Take it to whoever lined it up. Probably left the bolt loose. Turn to the left next time. Take it back now, y'all. Hugh said, hey guys, it's Hugh's grandson that came to see you guys during the burnout. Glad to see you guys are doing good. Hey, buddy. Hopefully you still got your shirt.
hey, buddy.
Hadn't seen you in what? Feels like for dang ever. Been like right at 10, 11 months ago. Glad to see you still remember us. Little nobodies over here. But hopefully you're doing good.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
The sock said, okay, which kid would you choose to live with in your older age? If he could live with all three of us, I think he would live with all three of us. Stephen did move to South Dakota, so he's approximately, give or take, 20 hours away.
I've always said, if I was in a hole and they said I can get 2 people out, if I was in a hole with me and my 3 kids, and I could get 2 people out, who would it be? I
He'd
would
get Justin and Stephen out because we'd figure it out.
I would get Justin and Steven out because Randy and I can pull some shit off. There ain't no shit about that.
We have my Dr. Pepper after you finish.
After I'm dying. I ate a tomato.
When the hell did you eat a tomato again?
There was a tomato on that cracker.
Lying son of a gun. Maria said, kind of Jane. So Maria's kind of sick. Jane said, I made Buckeyes with white chocolate today.
Oh, man.
You had me until you said white chocolate.
No.
I don't like white chocolate. Olivia said, Pop Pops loves me to death. Laughing, crying face.
Who said that?
Olivia.
Who said that?
That short one
Who said
with the tiny crankshaft.
Who said that?
Oh, okay. Daryl said, how else would you make buckets, Jane? Lotus said, it's not hormones. You lack discipline. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Y'all getting something started. Richard said, you can wear Christmas hats on the next live broadcast. I would be willing to wear Christmas hats until Christmas gets here. Jane said, hi, Hugh's grandson. That's a good kid. He played with Addie a lot. Good kid. Maria said, you don't have a woman hormone, so it's not the same. No. I'm not saying it's the same. But
Wait a minute. Hold on.
If
Time
you
out.
focus on the bad will be all you see.
I normally don't say this, but back the damn truck up.
Beep.
The other day, she said everybody was female before they were born, so don't tell me I ain't got
No, I'm canceling you. Jane said, Daryl, white chocolate. Boggy said, hey, who's the father? Oh, here we go. No, here we go with this again. Daryl said, white chocolate is not chocolate, it's chalk. Mike said, I wouldn't turn it to the right. That's right, Mike. Muhammad's waving. Hey, Muhammad. Lotus said,
Just to
Kyobi.
let you know, I'm sorry, I hate to do it because I hate it when you do me like that. But my wife's Yukon was doing the same thing after they got lined up the other day, and there was bolts loose that was hooked to the frame. Just telling you. Might
Let's
want
see.
to check it out.
Just a refresher, Boggy said, who's the father? And with a laughing face. Lotus said, Kyobi, what do I win? And then Daryl said, Boggy. Olivia said, Boggy with a mad face. Daryl also said, Mike. Hugh said, hi, Jane. My name is, buddy, I remember, let's see, Maury. I hope I said that right. And absolutely, I still have my shirt. I wear it all the time. Buddy, I'm glad you still got it. If I mispronounced your name, I do sincerely apologize. Mike said, hi, Daryl. Bobby said, yes, sir. It's Biggie Smalls, Mac. Daryl said, don't hack a low if in it. Muhammad's waving again. Maria said, you are evil, man. Tomatoes are innocent. You just don't understand because you don't have a man's hormones. Jane said, nice to meet you. To Hugh's grandson, I don't want to risk mispronouncing your name some more. Hugh said, you need a Pepsi to wash them crackers down. That's right, Mike. Hugh said, Maury is here saying hi. Boggy said, did y'all hear a squack? Quack? The sock said, what is the last time you guys have been to Las Vegas? Never.
Never.
I wouldn't mind going to see it, but that's expensive. Richard said, I'm throwing a snowball at you now. Take it. Keep the snow. You can throw a wrench at me, because if I can dodge a wrench, I can
Here,
dodge a
I'm throwing
ball.
something at him.
The last thing you threw at me, threw a damn tree at me. Carmen's in here, said, hey y'all, go wake
Hey,
Justin
Carmen.
up. Hugh said he went with us. We all showed up, and they did the double burnouts. Yes, that day was a day for the memory books. Daryl said, LOL, I'm on my old phone, Boggy, it's smaller. Jane said, Lotus, oh, hell no, you don't go there.
See, I
Now
thought
you've
for
done
sure-
upset great grandma Christmas.
Who?
Jane's talking in all caps. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about Lotus.
Oh,
Hugh's laughing. Olivia said, no pops.
what did I say about that?
Hell, I don't know, I'm way behind.
Fish memory.
Blah, blah. Lotus said, is the chicken head squawking over there, Boggy? Whoop, whoop. Hugh said, hello, Olivia. Mike said, hello, Richard. Olivia said, hey, Hugh. Maria said, hashtag cancel _ Randy _ is _ what _ we _ need.
See, I wouldn't read all that shit.
If you cancel us, then you can't come watch. Hugh said, I'm not. Laughing, crying face. And then Richard said, Lone Ranch Garage. Lotus said, she's going to Jen's you, bro. Hugh said, yep, you got it right, brother. Cool. Daryl said, BRB, gonna grab a Bucky. Cool. Cherry said, hello, how are you doing? We are good, Cherry. I hope you are. Boggy said, hey, I didn't say you can have a kid and let alone before you married. Maria said, a man hormones, you mean the stupidity hormones? Oh, of course, I don't have them.
Yeah, our stupidest thing is picking y'all.
Sure as hell ain't picking another man. Olivia said, I swear to
pick
God,
myself.
Boggy, I'm not pregnant. Hugh said, hello, Cherry. Kevin said, Big Bunny. What was that? That was... Oh. YouTube is now emailing about adding AI to our shorts. Kevin said, Big Bunnies. Bahir said, where is the Pepsi? It's in the bottle still. But I
Mine's in
have
my cup.
a Dr. Pepper today.
Mine's in my cup.
Oh, and Dad's is in his cup. Richard's laughing. Cherry said, same, no snow here in Tennessee.
I thought for sure somebody would compliment me on drinking water, but no. They can only gripe about me drinking Pepsi.
Cherry, I hope the snow stays away, but I am fearful that I think this winter is going to be a little rough for us. Mike said, hi, Carmen. Olivia said, I will whack you.
I think they're calling for some this weekend.
Oh, hell no. Mike said, hi, Olivia. Cherry said, hello, Grand Pitovic. Jane said, hi, Cherry. Boggy said, wow, she extra feral today. Good luck with it. Take care, all. Thanks, Boggy. Have a good one.
See you,
Enjoy
Boggy.
the craziness of your sister. Lotus, I'm still trying to understand how Kyobi got the job done from across the pond. Be best if you don't ask. Turkey baster and all. Cherry said, hello, Jane, with a red rose. Lotus said, he's got some respect for that. He gets some respect for that. Mike said, hi to Cherry. The sock said, the daddy is hungry. Order him some DoorDash. We're right in the middle of BFM. DoorDash doesn't deliver here. You know, I've not eaten outside that little bit of candy today. Damn. No wonder I'm tired.
Frozen dinner it is.
You can have a frozen dinner. I'll get cookout on the way home or something.
No, I keep my damn frozen dinner.
Oh, okay. Cherry said hello, Lone Ranch, which is Mike. Olivia said, go play with the bunny or something, you jerk. I like rabbits. Oh, you're talking about Boggy. Oh, okay. Richard said, watch him back there so he doesn't stuff anything down his throat again. As long as he's coughing, he's breathing. Jane said, are you don't talking about hormones? I'm not saying hormones are causing it. I'm not saying they're not causing it. I'm just saying if you focus on the bad's going to happen. If you focus on the good, you'll find more good. Maria said he has a cracker and a Pepsi. That's enough. A cracker, a Pepsi, and a full-wheel drive because a country boy will survive. Lotus said, fluffy bunny. Annabelle said, hey, everyone. Hey, Annabelle. How you doing
Hey,
tonight?
Annabelle.
Hopefully y'all got the GTO put up good last night. Jane said, hi, Annabelle.
Did you get some good shopping done?
Cherry said, yes, I agree. Honestly, I'm glad we didn't get any snow. It snowed like hell last week north of here, about an hour north, in Kernersville, North Carolina.
And I still hadn't seen any snow.
And he hadn't seen a flake of snow yet. Carlos said, honey bunny, with a bunny emoji. Levy said, drink Pepsi, old man. The rest is poison.
I agree.
Kevin said, when will you move to New York? You know that
Never.
giant orange thing in the sky? When it burns out, I'll move to New York. Daryl said, I just got that email too, R3. I love how at first they were mad about AI, and now they're trying to get us to use AI. Jane said, we've had snow for 4 or more inches 3 times this year already. Are you sure it wasn't 6 or more? Depends on who's doing the measuring. Olivia said, Lotus, you know that he was here for Thanksgiving, right? Pregnancy confirmed. Lotus said, you don't have 5 pounds of Reese's, eat that.
Who don't?
I don't know.
We
Be
do.
amazed what we got. Daryl said, I wouldn't even visit New York. I would like to visit just to see the Smithsonian
I'd like to see the
and the Statue of Liberty,
Statue of Liberty.
and then I'm out.
I like to see a few things, but outside of that, I don't really care. Nothing to go see in New York.
Lotus said, no, I didn't. Jane said, Pop's going to sleep. Look, he's sitting right in front of that heater. His ass be asleep by the time 8 o'clock hits. Lotus said, is Kyobe rich? He seems like a rich kid. The Sox said, I love you guys. You guys make me smile. Have a good night. Thank you, the Sox. Have a good night. Hope we
Thank
see
you.
you another time. Glad we can make you smile. Lotus said, hello, Annabelle. Olivia said, no bits, but his dad is upper middle class. Cool. Maria said, I hope he'll dream about tomatoes. If he wakes up screaming, it was tomatoes. Annabelle says, and you said yes, and you don't want to know how much I spent. Be best if I don't know.
Don't bother me. Ain't my money.
Daryl said, right. Jane said, take care, Socks. Lotus said, he drives Daddy's R8. Must be upper class. Carlos said, I love Subaru WRX STIs. One of my favorite cars. I just can't get over the STI part. But if somebody gave me one, that's big. You read. I'm going to talk. Where you at? The bottom comment that Lotus just said.
Let's see. Carlos, I love Subaru. He just got that. Lotus said, did you get us all really good Christmas gifts, Annabelle? Matthew said, hey, y'all, I just wanted to tell you that I'm not going to be here much anymore, but I will show up when I can. I have to get my butt out of this damn hospital, and I can't be on the phone all the time. Okay, Matthew, we understand. You take care of yourself, buddy. Annabelle said, I spent somewhere around a good round number of $4,500. Maria says, are you going to get a Christmas tree? Probably not. Jane said, what's the STD part? I mean, STI part. I don't know. What does that mean? I have no idea. Randy knows all them abbreviations and stuff. Olivia says his dad owns like 2 factories off in China. Maria said, please get an orange tree. Maria said, so I can talk bad about you. See, if you'd quit talking bad, if you talk good, you'd feel a lot better. Lotus said, I've spent more than that in one Home Depot trip. Olivia said, no, Kyobe got that for his 17th birthday. It's not his dad's. Carlos said, Subaru technology, that's what it stands for, Jane. Annabelle says, I'm going back shopping tonight as well. Well, just because you got it don't really mean you need to go blow it. I mean, if you need the stuff, that's one thing, but, well, it ain't my money. Do what you want to with it. Lotus said, he thought it was his dad's yesterday. Olivia said, I love my WRX STI. It's awesome. Olivia said his dad gave it to him. Maria said, I told you I'm in a bad mood. Well, stop being in a bad mood. I order you to get your butt in a good mood and quit being so bad. Olivia said, it was a pass down. Maria said, I think it's because I'm cold and hungry. Well, get up, run, and get you something to eat. and you'll forget warm up. Now you might better not. It's in the morning. It's in the middle of the night for y'all. You might wake somebody up. Maria says, I can't control it. That's the problem. Yeah, I believe you. So it's not that you're in a bad mood. You're just got a control problem. 43 thumbs up. 15 people in. Thank y'all. Matthew said, I just don't want y'all thinking I was not showing up anymore because of something personal or something you guys did, when it's actually because I am spreading more time trying to heal off the phone. Believe me, thank you for letting us know. I do appreciate it. Like I said, Matthew, your health comes first. You take care of yourself, and when you get a chance, come back, tell us about it. We do appreciate you stopping in. Lotus said R8 is cool, but they break down a lot when they get old. Lotus said discipline. Anyway, Olivia said that why that's why he have a mini fridge in my room. See, I ain't gonna say it. Daryl said, Randy, the punches keep coming per our conversation last night. Oh, really? Man. They said there's something called control problems. And question mark. Fire department say, hey, long time no talk. Hello, fire department. Hope you're doing well. Libby said, hey, Boggy was making a comment on how it's not in the best shape. Carlos said, everyone in Libya has an STI. I think Kiobe infected her with it. Just kidding, Olivia. Jane said, Daryl, what's going on? Carlos said, welcome. I hope you are well. We are well. Thank you for asking. Jane said, hey, Ryan. Libby said, Boggy said the e-trons lasted longer than the actual gas-powered cars. Rhea said, I'm so hungry I could eat a human. That's not nice, Maria. That's nasty. Don't do that. Libby said, Carlo is an STD. That's an STD. Daryl said, what's an e-tron? Is that one of those electric cars? Libby said, and ew, that's gross. Lotus said, at around 100,000, they almost need to be full rebuilt. Maria's sleepy or crying. Well, don't show the tears, just sad. Don't be sad, it'll be fine. $18 people, 44 thumbs up. Thank y'all very much. Carlos said, sexually transmitted infection. Question mark. Explanation mark. Lotus said, it's Audi's electric division. So it's an electric vehicle? Lady said, yeah. Ooh. I'm out. Maria said, do you think really everything will be fine? I know it'll be fine, Maria. Everything will be fine, just fine. Daryl says, ew, a vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Lotus said, yes. Liv said, trust me, he didn't like saying it, but it's true. Maria said, I hope so. Yeah, everything will be just fine. Just remember, smile. Think positive. Everything will be okay. We do pick around a lot, but everything will be okay. Olivia said, right or wrong, Lotus. Maria said, I'm kind of losing hope. Well, don't. Do not lose hope. Are you talking about being sick or being cold or being hungry? Elias, they got chat. Hello. Elias, Maria says, in life in general. Oh, good law. If that's what you're talking about, I know it'll be all right. You just hang out here, stay positive. And like I said, I know you're in the middle of the night and it's hard to do it, but anytime you need to talk, you let me know. We'll chat or whatever. But yes, it will be all right. Lotus says, I think the R8 e-trons are hybrids. Fire department said got finals until the end of the week. Oh, I hate it for you, buddy. Good luck to you. Olivia said somewhere a lot of them were straight electric. Lotus said V8 in the back, electric in the front. Rest says I'm talking serious, but I don't want to sound negative, but everything is going bad for me. I'm trying to be serious too, Maria. We do pick around a lot, but I don't know what you mean when you say bad for you, but just remember, stay positive, do the best you can in whatever you're doing, and let things fall the way they are. If sometimes things being bad is actually a good outcome, it just means you got to go a different way. If you take a wrong turn, that don't mean you're lost. It just means it may take you by somewhere else you need to be. So just think positive. Everything happens for a reason. But yes, it will be okay. Carlos said, no, hybrid is an RC car guy, Lotus. Lotus said dad jokes, Carlo. Maria said, thank you. And like I said, Maria, you are more welcome anytime. If you need somebody to talk to. I might not be the wisest person but sometimes it helps to talk. Daryl says I wouldn't drive a hybrid or electric car. It's just wrong. I would imagine, I don't want one, okay? I want y'all to understand that. I don't want one. But I would imagine when people started coming out with gas-powered cars, when I was all out there riding horses, they all probably thought the same thing. Yes, said, pick your head up, brother. Life ain't easy, bro. We're here. Thank you. Lotus said, why does that not surprise us, Daryl? Olivia said, it's life, sister. Like 2 weeks ago, I was suffering from chronic depression, but my Superman picked me up and I love him still. What I'm saying is sometimes we need some bad too for something to good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mary says, one door closes and a better door opens. Exactly, Mary. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. When you run into a door that's closed, that doesn't mean that's the end. That just means you got to find another way. It may mean a better door for you. What around the corner, we don't know. Think about it like this. Some people that choose to put an end to everything, tomorrow you might be, going to hit the lottery, or you might, something great may happen. And if you end everything today, you never get to it. So you never know what the life's going to throw at you. Go back and watch the video where Randy had, had his accident. Before he had the accident, we were as happy as could be. You would never know in the next few minutes our life would change. It can change either way, positive or negative, that bad, that quick. Maria says, no, you are the wisest someone I know. Well, thank you, Maria. Olivia said, life. Carlos said, beautiful, Maria. Jane said, Maria, there's going to be many challenges in your life, but you need to push through those times. Mike says, I agree, Daryl. Fossil fuel all the way. Woohoo! Lotus says, don't want one, but I wouldn't drive a Tesla Plaid P100 at least once. So that's the way I am. I would like to drive one of those fast, I don't know the numbers on them. I'd like to drive one of those fast Teslas. I don't like them, but I would like to drive one of them Tesla trucks. I do not want one, but I'd like to drive one. Lotus said, wouldn't mind. Daryl says, gonna wear a tutu while you do it, Lotus. Livy said, take that back, Lotus. Lotus says, maybe. I was gonna pull over at the Tesla's dealership over in High Point, and I told Randy when we were over at Harbor Freights across the street, I told Randy I was gonna go over and say, yes, can I drive one of your trucks? Randy wouldn't let me do it. Let's see. Lotus says, I have to find one to match my purse. Lotus laughed. Mary said, life lessons come from learning experiences. Yes. Daryl says, you'll have a viral video right there. Lotus Buggy says, I know you did not just say that. Mike said, I'm married. Lotus said, not a cyber duck. Buggy says, I know you did not just say that, Pops. Fire department said, I'll push through my problem through therapy and family and friends. Thank you, buddy. And like I said, we don't like to get in people's lives, but when they need help, we try to be there for them. And I'm glad you're still here. Mary said, hey, Lone Wrench. Daryl says, I saw Cybertruck at the car show. I walked up, looked at the thing, and said, who drove the refrigerator to the real show? Mike said, what's wrong with y'all? Electric is a curse. Jane says, Pops, I'm eating bread and butter pickles on my... No, you are not telling me that. I really miss those. 46 likes. Thank y'all. Lotus says, I don't want to own it. I don't want to own one. I mean, I don't want to pay for the charging bill, which it may be the same as a gas bill. I don't know, but I would like to drive one, but I don't think I want to own one. I like burnouts too much. Carlos said, y'all just be happy you're not in my shoes. I led a miserable life. I wish I could have and done the things you do. And Randy and I have been talking about that. Somebody in a wheelchair probably is looking at somebody that's walking and said they wish they could walk. Somebody that's paralyzed is probably sitting there looking and saying, I wish I could be in a wheelchair. So believe me, we take for granted of what we got going on, and there's other people that is a lot worse off that would actually just die to have what we've got. And we just take it for granted and don't even realize it. Lotus says, I just want to launch it a few times. That's what I'm talking about, Lotus. Boggy says, you don't want to drive it. I'll drive it, yeah, but and I would like to drive it for more than just, test drive it. I wouldn't mind driving it for about a day. See, Maria says, hey, I didn't sleep yet. Hey, that might be another reason you don't feel good. Boggy said, that's worse than poison. Daryl said, the only thing I like that Whistling Diesel ever did was destroying that Cybertruck. Lotus says, I can't believe Tesla got it going again after. Boggy says, amen, brother. I want my life back because life tried to ruin me. But then again, I wouldn't change my choices. And see, that's what Randy's going through right now. He just wants his life back the way it was. He couldn't do the things that we were doing before, and then things has got used to him sitting in the chair not doing anything at all, and he's trying to get back to where he's doing what makes him happy. And it's a hard road for him even now, even though he's moving around. Things are still hard for him that he won't talk about. Memory says, Wolfgang chili and beef hot dogs. Yeah. Boggy says, no, you don't want to drive it. Yeah, I would. Daryl said, BRB. Lotus said, come on, no, shredding the squatted trucks is it was good too. Yeah, when he destroyed the squatted trucks, that was good. I don't like him destroying vehicles like he does I mean, yeah, the Cybertruck, whatever, but like he took that 78, 79, 80, whatever it was, four-wheel drive, lifted up, and he strapped the thing to the wheels, and when it turned, it just bent the bed of it. That pissed me off. There ain't no sense in that. Fire department said, I wished there was a secondary contact for electric vehicles for firemen having to put so much time and water into that kind of vehicle when they catch fire. Yeah, that is one of the worst things about those dang things. Carlos said, Lotus, I hope you and your wife have kids. I'd like to be their uncle. Buggy says, I hate watching people destroy cars unless it's deserved. Well, I know what you're saying. That's the way I feel. I mean, like the squatted truck, that greenish teal color, whatever it was, he didn't destroy it. The person that done it like that destroyed it. He just made it look better. Let's see. Lotus said, I think that was his point. Lotus said, the weird, creepy uncle. Maria said, finish your water, Randy. I need to. That's about done. Son, I believe I ate too many Skittles after those crackers. That's got me feeling funny. Lotus said, hey kid, let me show you my nitro. Carlos said, hee hee, Lotus. Hee hee, oh. 49 thumbs up. Thank y'all. We'll be at 50 here in a few minutes, maybe. Fire department says they are bigger fire hazard on wheels. And all the ratings, guardrails and stuff like that, I've heard that they're not rated for all that heavy stuff. Let's see, Maria, when are you going to finish the Skittles bar? Skittles, oh. Maria, those Skittles and that thing will take us a long time to eat. I eat just 8 or 9 of them. My sugar shoots up. I can't eat too many at one time. Buggy said, F Fox body, F squatted trucks, and F electric cars. Fire department said, nope. Maria says, don't eat them. Well, I like a little bit of sweet, but my problem is I get carried away and I eat too many. And that's what I just done. I should have stopped at 2 little handfuls instead of 3. Said, Jane said, Ryan, do they treat electric car fires with foam? Question mark. Jane said, Maria thinks you guys eat 90% candy every. Yeah, if you listen to Maria, we would be 600-700 pounds. Boggy says, anyways, I'm taking the kids out to dinner tonight, so take care, y'all. Boggy, see you. Thank you for stopping in. Do appreciate it. Lotus said, later, Boggy. 52 thumbs up. Thank y'all very much. Lotus said, with no teeth. I know, right? I mean, I can't even take mine out yet. Lotus said, bye, be safe. 2 purple hearts. Huh?
Madison is singing stuff.
Brenda said, even his water is sweet. I can't prove it now, but I'm sure about it. Nope, it is. Purified drinking water. No sugar added. Let's see. Jane says, bye, Olivia, bye, Buggy. Olivia said, I guess I should have not eaten Din Din. Fire department said, phone, no. Brenda said, because I don't think he really drink normal water like us. See? Carlos says, I don't know what I'm saying. Jane said, oh, sorry, Olivia. Fire department said, we just drowned it in water. Put more water on it. Lotus said, it's vodka. Don't let him lie. Madison said, hello, Madison. Maria said, Madison. Jane said, hey, Maddie, or hi, Maddie. Maria says, my favorite lady. Madison said, hey, Maria. Maria said, after Jane. Men says, what do you think about Poles, also refugees?
Skip.
Uh,
Computer for us.
Let's just say anybody that comes into the country legally, they are 100% welcome. That's all I'm going to say about that. Madison said, hey, Jane, and laughed. And Lotus said, hey, material. Kerosene, no, cucumbers. Cucumber said, I got your light. Thank you. Jane said, thank you. Maria. Carlos said, hey, hello, Madison. Jane said, hey, Kerosene. Madison said, hey, Lotus. Kerosene said, hi. Lotus said, Randy said it perfect. Skip. Yep. Maria said, show us your pen.
No.
This is one of them.
I got like 4 back.
Here's another one. I don't like this one. It's got the little thing broke off with it. I won't write with it. I like
Somebody
this.
broke that yesterday.
I like this one. They got to write right for me. I know, using my left hand. But I got one that's real thick that's in my lunch box. I like using it, but it's got to write like fat and black. I don't like skinny writing pens. And I only like black ink.
And Moto likes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my phone's gonna die.
There's a plug-in right there. See if that'll start charging.
Well,
Lotus said, click the pen, click the pen. No.
Okay.
When Justin was doing that night, when I was coming here after leaving Sam's Club, that aggravated the shit out of me. I told everybody when I got back here I wouldn't do that no more. Not intentionally. Lotus said, click the pen. Maria said, no. Lotus said, click the pen. Jay said, is that R3 or Justin? That's R3.
Can you not tell us apart? I am much better looking.
Matthew said, ESF, when you get your license, don't be like me.
That's the best advice I've ever heard.
Matthew said he's not going to be able to come in here much anymore because he's going to have to concentrate on getting healing, and he can't have his phone, so he'll come in when he can. Maria said, yes, and he apologized to me. I did. Man says, are you soldiers? You know grown? I'm not soldiers and I don't know them. Matthew said, hi, little Randy, how are you?
Hi, Matthew. I am
Jane.
very tired.
James said, I couldn't see you, and Oles barely here.
Hurt you. You okay? Here, I'll have a solution. See,
Fatima said, what's it not like I wrecked 2 nice motorbikes?
Looks away.
Britta said, drink water.
he is drinking water. That's why he's dying.
Lotus said he's choking on his Skittles.
He had Skittles. I leave for 5 minutes.
I ate them before you left. I was eating them when I was back there.
Oh, I was busy reading.
I think what happened is one was hung in my air pipe and it moved around and about got me choked. Y'all about seen me hike up a Skittle.
I would hate to give him the hiney lick. Man, we had 56 likes.
All right. Thank y'all. 24 people, 56 likes. That's awesome. We still got
18 minutes.
18 minutes. James said, is Mike still here? Hello, Mike. How are you?
Hey, Adam.
Maria said, I was hoping he won't die because I don't want my last words to him to show us your
Show
pen.
us your pen.
Adam said, what's up, guys? Hello, Adam. Fire department said, so y'all know motorbike officers, right? Yep.
You might not want to get me on that subject.
James said, hey, Adam. And Lotus says, Adam, soup. Mattis said, hey, Adam. Maria said, my last words for you, I don't like orange.
Vic!
Vic says, and I'm here too. Hello, Vic. Matthew said, Adam. James said, hey, Vic. Lotus said, sup, Vic? Adam said, I bought me a 3D printer today, so we'll see how that works out. I got one. I was really hoping the kids would go, I played with it a little bit, but I got too much other shit I need to be doing. I was really hoping the kids would do it on their free time, but oh, well, it didn't work out.
Mike's still here. He's just creeping.
Yeah.
Mike's being like Randy.
Vic said, howdy.
Well, howdy.
I swear that
Just
damn
stop
Skittles
that
fill
joke.
up. You're going to have to read for a minute.
Let me get back to reading now.
Well, we'll have to.
Let's see. Adam said, I found a file to print a full-size LS block in 14 different pieces that have to be glued together. Man, they got some badass stuff on them 3D printers. I like printing my bunny rabbits. Maria said, what is your secret for having shiny head? Getting 2 showers a day and shaving every day of the week. Jane saw Henry pushing a Ford. Yep. And he was putting in some good effort to get that hippo food. Daryl said tonight's premiere is 1 hour and 13 minutes long. All right, Daryl. What are you looking for? Need your Pepsi? I would drink it, but I don't like Pepsi. ESFD 2129, aka Ryan, said, my dad got volunteer blue lights installed on his 2 motorbikes, and I lost control of one while he was with me, letting me drive it, and I slid off the bike and crashed and exploded. Damn, Ryan. Be careful. That sounds painful. Vic said, okay, got to get to work on this Silverado. Love you guys. Be safe. Be safe, Vic. Thank you for coming in. Good to hear your voice today. Remember, heads up. Lotus said, that's going to take a week, Adam. Maria said, you almost 60 likes. I'm showing 57. I can't thank everybody enough for liking. Adam said, good polish and a quality towel to buff the head with. That's what I do. That's right. Mensa, 6518. Yes, I am a soldier. I served in Afghanistan also with the Americans. Nobody mentioned us there. Thanks for the vodka. I don't serve in Grom, but I have a friend there. Okay, I thought you were talking about like a Honda Grom motorcycle. I'm sorry, but I know he read it. But hey, thank you for serving. We did not serve. The guy that was the owner of the building before he passed away was, I think, in the National Guard. And he has a bunch of these American flags around, and I love them, so I keep them. Mike said, hey, Adam. Maria said, he takes 2 showers a day. Crazy man. I don't blame him. I take at least 1 a day, but I like being clean. I feel really weird if I go a day or 2 without a shower. Like, that was one of the hardest parts being in the hospital was I couldn't shower like I wanted to. Freedom's in here. Said, evening all. Good evening, Freedom. Jane said, take care, Vic. Matthew said, little Randy, just wanted to let you know, in case you didn't know, it's official. My last time racing will be 7/26/26 to 8/1/26 at the Leanne County Fair and Event Grounds. Matthew, I hate to hear that's your last time racing. But again, maybe you could try to transition to something like the burnout stuff. It's a tickle more safe. But doesn't mean you have to stop being part of it. You might not can race, but I'm sure being there you would enjoy it as well. Adam said a good quality something wax will work for the head. Maria said,
you want to know why this shines so good?
I said 2 showers a day and shaving every day.
Look, this is just what it looks like when greatness tries to come out.
Oh God,
I thought you were going to be serious. Mike said hello, Freedom. Freedom said hello to Lone Wrench. Maria said a bunch of thumbs up. Maria said, you deserve 1 million likes. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much.
Me or you?
Me,
Oh,
dog.
she ain't gonna say that nice stuff about me.
Well, she said we were almost at 60. We're at 58 according to one.
Cool.
Lotus said, is he out there up chucking Skittles? Well, apparently gonna come back in here and upchuck
I
Skittles.
thought I got it, but I don't think I did.
Freedom said 100 baseball 100. Maria said, I like the American flag. Thank you, Maria. Well, whenever Maria comes over here, we're going to send her an American flag. Daryl said, once a month is good. I said, why last time?
Who said that?
Lotus.
Because he's getting injured too much.
Oh! Yeah, I was going to say, I was trying to figure it out. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think it has a lot to do with he keeps hurting his feet and his legs. Naheem is waving again. Hello, Naheem. Maria said, the dead doctor is back. He's dead. He's just walking around.
If there was a doctor in the house, they'd tell me what to do.
Adam said, Matthew, we can get you into mini bike demolition derby. That ought to be safe. That just sounds like an ER visit. Carlos said, sup, Grease. Maria said, Pepsi Man, you deserve 0 likes.
Jane, what did you do when Jesus started choking? That way.
Adam said, big. Daryl said, Adam. Matthew said, no, that sounds more dangerous. It's not my fault. 829 wants to kill me. Or 829 wants to kill me. Maria said 3 of her flags. She said, that's our flag. It's almost red, white, and blue.
What does it look like?
It is red on the top, white in the middle, black on the bottom, with their language in the middle in green.
Cool.
That is a cool flag. Daryl said, Matt. Adam said, Randy, if there was a doctor in the building, they'd lock you up and take you away.
They're coming to take me away.
You know, they made me go to group therapy whenever I was in the hospital.
Hi, my name is Randy. I cut a tree.
I'm like, what do you want me to say? I cut a tree and I'll be okay. There was a woman beside me. She messed up her leg bad. A woman in front of me that her kitchen exploded and she lost both of her legs. I'm like, I will walk again. She never will. Oh, she did. I bet you that's what she said. I mean, the guy beside me was
Adam
pulled
said,
up in a
wait a
coffee
minute.
shop.
Just because the legs ain't there don't mean you can't walk. You can
that-
walk right out of them.
That woman looked like she was older than Jane, if that's possible.
I just said, Jane, I want pickles.
That's Carlo said, beautiful flag for beautiful people, Maria. Maria said, thank you, Carlo, Randy. The aliens will take you. The aliens wouldn't even want either of us. Adam said,
Somebody actually made a comment on, I think it was live, where I said something about we are all humans except a couple of aliens.
Maria said she was an alien and even raised her hand. Adam said, Matthew, I think 829 is a Ford, isn't it? Uh-oh. Jane said, hey, WTF. He told me to say
I didn't say it, Jane. It was all Randy.
Yeah, it was Randy. It was him. I'm sorry, Jane. Adam said, right, they're easy to walk out of. I heard a fella fell out of his leg a few times.
I know one that should have took it off to get out of a Sprite.
Maria said, if that's possible, with 3 question marks. So you're saying Jane is too old? No. Jane is just well experienced.
Yeah, you know, Jane has had a wonderful life.
She just babysat Jesus. They called him Jesus down here, though. And Maria said she's so young and full of life. She's definitely full of life.
I didn't
And-
spell life that way.
Listen, done pissed off Maria about her hormones. You done pissed off Olivia. Could you shut the hell up? Let's not piss Jane off. That's my job.
No, because I will. I would make her upset. I ain't trying just playing.
Matthew said, yeah, I'm going to try and at least be able to keep racing in the tough truck and a car competition, but I'm 100% not racing demo derby after 8/126. Well, I understand that's your like bread and butter and your dream and all, but if you're able to still do some more safer stuff, safer stuff,
Say for something.
I support that. Daryl said, and my camera never catches it, Adam. That's the sad part.
I know, right?
Jane said, no. They said, I look old. Whoop. Maria said, a real woman never too old. Carlos said, Jane, I have a thing for nurses. Ruh-roh, Raggy. That man Mango said, huh, cool. You're a dick shit. I hope you slip and fall on a banana ass first. Hugh said, that's messed up. Lotus said, I'm not saying Jane is old, but her first pet was a T-Rex. Those Lotus read it. Freedom said, Lieutenant Dan invested us in a fruit company. Matthew said, Adam, no, 829 is not afford in all caps. Maria said, what do you mean by babysitting Jesus? That's how old she is. She was there when dirt was invented, and then she babysat Jesus.
Dirt.
Yeah, she invented dirt. And then she babysat Jesus. Jay said, actually, it's not always been wonderful life, LOL, asked Daryl. It's been mostly good. You met us, it's good. Hugh was laughing again. Adam said, LOL, she babysat Jesus' grandmother. Remember, he said, what do you think is the best American-made car? Recent or of all time? I mean, and is it just American designed or was it built in America? Because I mean, me personally,
They said, damn, I just asked you a question.
I don't know. I like the Chevelle. The Chevelle, the GTO, I mean, the Cadillac DeVille, I mean, the old one, Cadillac DeVille. I imagine he's going to say the 69 Camaro Z28. Maria said, yeah, he won't feel good until Mimi cry. I told him I feel horrible today.
I thought I was being nice talking to him.
He's just mean. Hugh said, hello, Adam. How's the heater workout? Adam said, teacher. Oops. Maria said, I really want to meet Jane one day. I wonder what she looks like. White hair. Very nice lady. I've never got to meet her in person. Adam said, Maria, Jane is a blast. Jane said, hey, Hugh. Freedom said, she's poetry, Clay. Daryl said, she's been in my videos in Adams, Maria.
Hey, she's not like some people. She don't mind letting you see what she looks like. Some people hide behind these words and stuff.
Matthew said, yeah, that's why I like smashing the hell out of a 2115, because that's one Ford. Also, 2115 is my best friend's truck. Built Ford tough with Chevy stuff. Maria said, for me, I look like Alien. Really? Which video?
I found one of you. I think it was you.
No, shut up. Carlos said, nurses are beautiful human beings. I second that. Jane said, Maria, I'll have to pop up to Daryl's to tell you hi. Hugh said, hello, Freedom. Daryl said, a couple, actually. We got 5 minutes, y'all. Freedom said, hey, Grand. Mike said, gotta go all the way. Or, oh, I'm sorry, god dang. GTO all the way. Man, I like not the round like the 70s Chevelle, but I like the first generation GTO. Like, that was the options of the Pontiac and what eventually became its own brand. I love it. Lotus said, Carlo, dial back the creeper vibes 20% there, bud. Nah. Matthew said, I think I have a video of when I flipped him over, but I don't know if that got recorded or not. It's usually
I
how
know
it goes.
she talking about.
That's Matthew.
Oh,
Maria said he's mean to Maria. Cats and tomatoes, the 3 most innocent creatures on earth. Now, whoa.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
You got boots on because shit's getting deep, girl. Jane said, Lotus, he's okay. Maria said, I'll send you a video. Okay. Carlos said, I don't know. I'm being creepy. I don't know how I'm being creepy, Lotus. Adam said, heater is okay-ish. We got 3 more minutes.
How many likes we got?
Showing 60.
Awesome. Can we get one more so we leave it at
Well,
60?
it's showing 60 on this one. It would be showing 61 on that one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Again, y'all, thank you. Last night, apparently, he didn't quite get his 50, but that has really made a big difference. Let's see here. We're showing 906 total views with the average view duration of 2 minutes and 24 seconds. The highest concurrent viewership was 23 and a chat rate of 3. I don't know what the chat rate means. Maria said 60 likes.
Woohoo!
Daryl said, for that size garage, you need 3 of them, Adam. Maria said, you said you'll be mean to him if you reach 60 likes. Now do what you said.
Oh, shit.
I threw a pin at him. Ha! You missed,
I
asshole!
wasn't trying to hit you. I was throwing it at the camera.
Daryl said, I've been here the whole live on both accounts. Thank you, Daryl.
That's normally what I do.
Yeah, he lets silly little YouTube channel play, and not most of the time, when we make the video, we let your Premiere play, but we do try to say hey at least once. It just sucks because it takes so damn long. Lotus said, chat rate is how fast the chat moves. Okay, so it went from 3 to 4 tonight. But I mean, again, we've been pretty busy on reading. Only like 3 or 4 times have we not had something to read. Carlos said, Safa is studying to be a RN. She is the most caring, kindest human being I know. I've met some really good RNs. I've met some not so great RNs. And then I married my wife, who is an RN.
I knew that was coming.
I didn't even say if she was a good one, bad
Good
one,
or a
great
bad
one.
one.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Adam said, yep, I'm looking for an oil furnace. Or to some people, oil. Maria said, thank God he's not wearing his glasses. Now he's even more blind. You think I can get this on his nose? I got 1 minute. If I threw it at him, it'd scare him. Then he'd throw it back at me and mess up the monitor. Carlos said, Lotus Nitro Addy has gone live. Lotus said, Gel Blaster! Ha ha! I was Gel Blastering Justin today. That poor boy. But I ain't got time to go get the Gel Blaster, Lotus. Everybody, we're going to call it to an end. That's right at 8 o'clock. Let's flip you right round. You know it's getting late when we flip you around. Daryl said, that's not what I thought you was going to say. Maria said, no, don't kill him. We want him alive. Lotus said, I'm going to stop in and say hi tonight. Adam said, man, that's what happens when you are accident prone. Marry a nurse. That's right. Jane said, take care all. Again, everybody, thanks for stopping in. Go over to Metal Art Customs, Daryl, if you want to keep talking.
Thank y'all.
Matthew said, the only reason I am here tonight is because my PT nurse is not here, and the nurse that I give hell isn't here either. Tomorrow, I get my cast off, and I can start moving my foot, but not walking. Best of luck to you. Thank you, everybody.